Hey everyone, welcome back. We're doing a deep dive today into this system called $500 Google Payday.
Okay.
It's everywhere online right now.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
it's making some pretty bold claims about making money online.
It is.
I mean, it sounds tempting, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It definitely seems to tap into that dream of passive income,
Exactly.
Like, who wouldn't want that?
So we're looking at their website right now,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's packed with testimonials, countdown timers.
Oh, yeah. It's giving very much that make money fast energy.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
So we're here to help you navigate all of this.
Okay.
Break down exactly what they're offering.
Right.
And give you the information you need to decide if this is something that's worth exploring further.
Absolutely.
So from what we've gathered, this $500 Google Payday system claims to be all about AI-powered websites.
Yeah, they say their AI builds these websites for you.
Oh.
And the sites are supposed to leverage what they're calling a hidden Google loophole
Okay.
to drive traffic and earn money through clicks. Like $34.75 per click, they say.
Wow,
That's a pretty
that's a big number.
eye-catching number, yeah.
Yeah. And they really push this idea that you don't need any technical skills or any experience to make it work.
Right.
It's all about being easy to set up,
Yeah.
even for complete beginners.
Yeah.
And, generating this passive income stream.
Right.
Speaking of, if any of you are interested, there's a link in the description where you can check out the $500 Google Payday system for yourself.
Now, whether those click values hold up in reality, that's something to consider.
Yeah,
But the whole AI-powered website creation thing, that's an interesting angle.
it is.
We're seeing more and more tools pop up that use AI for this kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So it's definitely tapping into a current trend.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, how effective are those AI-generated websites compared to a site built by a, professional web developer?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the AI, right? It's not a magic bullet or anything, but it could potentially lower the barrier to entry
Okay.
for someone who has no website building experience.
Okay.
Now, this Google loophole they keep mentioning, that's where things get a little bit murkier.
Yeah.
Without more specifics, it's hard to say what they're actually referring to. It could be related to some specific SEO strategy or something.
Okay.
But you always want to be cautious about anything promising quick wins through loopholes,
Right.
Google's algorithms are constantly changing.
Yeah.
So what works today might not work tomorrow.
And that's true. And thinking about that newbie-friendly
Yeah.
aspect, there's definitely appeal in a system that claims to do all the heavy lifting for you.
Right.
But isn't there a learning curve with any online business,
Oh, absolutely.
even if the setup is simplified?
Yeah, I think that's an important point for anyone to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Even with a done-for-you system, you're still running a business.
Yeah.
You'll likely need to learn about things like traffic generation, marketing, customer support at some point.
Uh-huh.
The key is to understand what you're getting into and set realistic expectations.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where that whole passive income concept gets kind of tricky.
Right.
It's often presented as this effortless way to make money,
Yeah.
But in reality, there's always some level of effort involved,
Right.
especially in the beginning.
It's not like you just push a button
Right.
and money magically appears in your account.
Exactly.
You're still building a system,
Yeah,
even if it's simplified.
right.
They do make a big deal about how their system is done for you,
Yeah.
contrasting it with
Right.
the old way of building an online business,
Yeah.
which they portray as this
Right.
grind of constant work.
Yeah, and I think that resonates with a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That idea of escaping the 9 to 5
Yeah,
and having more freedom,
for sure.
it's appealing.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that even with a done-for-you system,
Okay.
you're still responsible for its success.
Right.
You'll need to learn how to manage it, adapt to changes, and potentially troubleshoot any issues that arise.
So it's more about working smarter,
Yeah.
not necessarily harder.
Right.
They do offer a lot of support, though.
Okay.
There's a dream team mentioned on the website, folks who are there to help you get things up and running.
Okay.
And they even have a private office in Miami,
Oh, wow.
which, adds a bit of legitimacy
Yeah.
and a personal touch.
It's interesting that they highlight that personal aspect,
Yeah.
especially in the online business world where things can feel very impersonal.
Right.
And speaking of personal touches, they have a ton of testimonials on their website
Yeah.
from people who claim to have had great success with the system.
Those testimonials are definitely eye-catching.
Yeah.
They've got people from all walks of life talking about how $500 Google Payday help them achieve financial freedom, quit their jobs.
Yeah.
And they even mentioned having over 200 beta testers
Okay.
who supposedly made a ton of money in a short period.
It's smart marketing, for sure.
Yeah,
Testimonials can be really persuasive,
for sure.
especially if you see yourself reflected in the stories of others.
Right.
But, it's always wise to take those with a grain of salt.
Right. You can't just assume those are the typical results everyone will get. I mean, it's great that some people had success,
Yeah.
but you have to wonder, are those testimonials representative of the average user's experience?
Exactly. And those beta tester results.
Right.
Those are impressive numbers, but are they independently verifiable? These are things to consider when you're evaluating any online opportunity.
Okay.
Don't just rely on the hype. Do your own research and see what others are saying outside of the promotional materials.
Good advice. And speaking of things to consider, let's talk about cost.
Okay.
They're offering this system for a heavily discounted price of $17, which seems incredibly low compared to what some other online business courses or programs go for.
Yeah, that $17 price point is definitely designed to grab your attention. And from a marketing perspective, it makes sense.
Okay.
It lowers the barrier to entry and makes people think, hey, I can afford to try this. But they do mention that it's a limited time offer.
Okay.
And there are some upsells to consider as well.
Right. There's the unlimited version, done for you, traffic, and automation, each with its own price tag.
Right.
So while that initial cost is low,
Yeah.
the final investment could end up being significantly higher,
Right.
depending on which extras you choose.
Which is pretty standard in the online business world.
Yep.
It's a classic sales funnel approach. Offer a low entry point and then present additional products or services that can enhance your results.
Okay.
But it's important to be aware of those upsells going in
Right.
and factor them into your budget.
Absolutely. And speaking of budget, it's not just about the money, right?
Right.
There's also the time investment to consider.
That's a crucial point.
Yeah.
Even if the system itself is designed to be easy to use,
Right.
you're still going to have to spend time learning how it works,
Yeah.
setting things up and monitoring your progress.
Okay. They do offer a 180-day money-back guarantee, though.
Okay.
Which is a nice safety net.
Yeah.
And to really drive home their confidence in the product, they even offer to pay you $300
Wow.
if it doesn't live up to the hype.
That's definitely a bold move.
It is.
It signals that they believe in what they're selling,
Yeah,
and it might make some people feel more comfortable taking the plunge.
for sure. But even with a guarantee,
Right.
you're still investing time. And that's a valuable resource.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it comes down to weighing those potential rewards
Uh-huh.
against the time and effort required.
Right. It's about asking yourself, is this system worth my time and money,
Yeah.
even if I end up getting a refund?
And if anyone is interested, there's a link in the description where you can check out the $500 Google Payday system for yourself.
Yeah, it really is about finding that balance, isn't it?
It is.
Weighing the potential upside with the time and effort you're willing to put in.
Absolutely. And it's also about aligning your expectations with reality.
Right.
Passive income isn't a myth,
Uh-huh.
but it does take work.
Right.
Especially up front.
You're not going to get rich overnight.
Right.
And it's important to remember that any online business venture comes with its own set of risks and challenges.
Exactly. There's no such thing as a guaranteed win.
Right.
But there's something to be said for a system that aims to simplify things
Yeah.
and make online business more accessible
Uh-huh.
to those who might not have the technical skills or experience.
Definitely. And the fact that they're incorporating AI into their system is intriguing.
Yeah.
AI is changing the game in so many industries.
It is.
And it'll be interesting to see how it continues to shape the online business world. I agree. It's a tool that has the potential to automate a lot of tasks and make things more efficient.
Yeah.
But it's also important to understand its limitations.
Yeah.
AI is only as good as the data it's trained on.
Right.
And it can't replace human creativity and problem solving entirely.
True. So what would you say to someone who's on the fence about trying out this $500 Google Payday system?
I'd say do your research,
Okay.
weigh the pros and cons, and consider your own goals and resources. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, this isn't it.
Okay.
But if you're willing to put in the work
Yeah.
and you're interested in exploring how AI can be used to build an online business, it might be worth checking out.
Great advice. And ultimately, it's about making an informed decision that feels right for you.
Exactly. There's no one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to online business.
Right.
What works for one person might not work for another.
That's why these deep dives are so important, right?
Absolutely.
To give you the information you need to make those decisions for yourself.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
especially in the world of online business where things are constantly evolving.
Well said. So there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into the $500 Google Payday system.
Okay.
We've explored the claims, the potential benefits, and the things to watch out for.
Right.
Now it's up to you to decide if it's something you want to explore further.
And as always, we encourage you to approach any online opportunity with a critical eye.
Yeah.
Do your due diligence and never stop learning.
That's it for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.